The Ides of June, last hope of Rivers local government area chairman hangs on the Supreme Court as appeal court in Port Harcourt fails to stop Fubara. Of course, Fubara will get his way. When Wike was there, who is local government chairman to talk? And the ones that are there now, was Wike that handpicked them and put there. So their tenure has expired and there's nothing they can do about it. They are going. They cannot say their tenure has expired, so they are not going to, or they're not going to go. It's not going to work. Also, the Lord is saying that the Amewule-led assembly has extended their tenure by 6 months. It's unconstitutional and will not stand. That is it. The hope of the endangered 23 local government council chairmen to enjoy tenure elongation now seems to hang on the upcoming Supreme Court ruling in the case filed by the federal government against states. So the Supreme Court has already reserved ruling in the matter, which seeks to stop states from dissolving local councils and withholding their funds. Being a ruling from the Apex Court, there will be no appeal, and the ruling would be binding on all states. So the shifting of hope to the Apex Court is as the appeal court in Port Harcourt on Friday, June 14, 2024, failed to stop Governor Sim Fubara of Rivers State from dissolving the local councils on June 18, 2024, a day after the tenure of the present chairman and councillors. So this has been the matter in question as a major faction of the Rivers State House of Assembly, controlled by the Tenure backed but defected lawmakers, had extended the tenure of the councils for another 6 months. The Governor Fubara backed lawmakers led by Victor Jumbo, on other hand, did not endorse any tenure elongation. So many of the camps rushed to court to get back in, and the court has continued to give conflicting rulings. The world tours waited to see what would happen on June 18, one day after the expiration of the tenure of those people. So ruling on a major case expected to determine what would happen on June 18 took place this Friday, June 14, 2024. The appeal court justice failed to issue an order stopping any action. So the justice rather ruled that the status quo be maintained. Problem is that both camps have gone to the social media to claim opposite interpretations. So the ruling of the appeal court may have rather added anxiety to what many now call the Ides of June in Rivers State. So the daggers have been drawn for months over the fate of the 3 local government council chairmen whose tenure would end on the 17th of June 2024, which is just this week now. Now, the appeal court has asked parties to maintain status quo and adjourn to June 20, which would be few days after the expiry date of the council chairman. So many say the governor may have completed whatever action he would want to take on the local government before June 20. So the Court of Appeal adopted virtual Zoom method to host the ruling, apparently to stop crowds at the court. So the panel of justices led by Jimmy Olukayode Bada gave its ruling on 2 motions filed by the Speaker of one faction, Martins Amewule, and the other defected lawmakers on a case number CA Court of Appeal Port Harcourt 198-2024, challenging the order of injunction granted by the Rivers State High Court restraining them from acting as lawmakers. So the appeal court, in ruling on the first motion, granted the appellant's prayers for leave to compile and transmit the records of appeal, deeming the appellant's brief of agreement as filed, accelerated hearing, and stay of further proceeding at the High Court. Now, the Court of Appeal, however, refused to grant the prayer to set aside the various actions of the pro-Fubara Speaker Okojumbo as their presumption of correctness of an order of a court. It held that granting such would be tantamount to determining the appeal at this stage. So the court went on to order that the present status quo should be maintained pending the hearing of the appeal. So ruling on the second motion, which was brought to set aside the order of interlocutory injunction of the High Court, the Court of Appeal refused and dismissed the motion on notice to set aside the order of ST'ny, issued on May 29, 2024, and reiterated that the present status quo should be maintained contrary to the status quo before the filing of the suit that was sought by the appellants. So the respondents are to file their briefs within 72 hours of being served. Oh boy. So all these ones are just the history of what has been happening. So now that we are waiting for what will happen on June 18, I'm sure Fubara would have listed all the people that will take over the activities of the local government council on the June 18, because by June 17, which is on Monday tomorrow, all their local government tenure will expire. So this is misinformation, and you people should stop this arrant nonsense word. The Supreme Court case of state local governments fund allocation and appointment of caretakers has nothing to do with the duly elected local government council members whose tenures have expired. Please watch the falsehood information you circulate to the public. Okay? So the thing here is that the tenure elongation is different from the local government funding that the federal government took state government to the court. So there are two different things. I think there's a bit of sense there. Tenure of local government chairman, when Ķ govern River State and handpicked those he made local government chairman, does any chairman stay in office? Does any chairman stay in office beyond his 3 years tenure? Why didn't Martins Amewule and his fellow House of Assembly membership extend the tenure of local government chairman during Ķ's regime as governor of River State? They could not now. Thank you, brother. Let the gullible continue in their imaginary dreams. Exactly. There's nothing. Fubara is going to dissolve them and they will go, and they know it. During Ķ's time, nobody tried this nonsense. Because Fubara is a gentleman, they want to abuse his simplicity. And he has said that if they take his quietness and gentility for granted, he will surprise them. And that is what he's doing. The outcome of the Supreme Court judgment will certainly not be in the interest of pro-Ķ camp. The reason is because their tenure has already lapsed. Okay, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended, does not make room for tenure extension. Oh boy. So the tenure of the local government area executives in River State have been constitutionally expired. So nobody dissolved them. And already another high court in River State has declared the illegal extension of their tenure null and void and against the spirit of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So whatever comes out of the Supreme Court of Nigeria in the case of the federal government versus the 36 states of the Federation does not affect their tenure. Exactly. Exactly. You guys should make proper research before coming up with a storyline in order not to mislead your loyal readers. Exactly. Because the thing here is that the case in the Supreme Court has nothing to do with local government chairman tenure elongation or whatever. It has to do with funding, withholding of funds, not tenure. People should understand that. Supreme Court cannot give any judgment against state. Instead, they will refer the federal government to National Assembly for thorough amendment. So before the expected Supreme Court ruling, whatever that is done in the local government by Governor Fubara stand, except the judgment comes before the expiration of their tenure. That is today, okay, which is practically impossible. It will only affect subsequent chairman, Bagam. So it is very clear, nothing to go more. The truth is the matter is that people need to understand that the case between the federal government and the 36 state governors in the court is about withholding of funds for the local government chairman and not tenure elongation of the local government chairman. Let's be clear. Let's stop mixing up things. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on that.